Hello again, welcome to today's attempt at the Fibble puzzle. This is Wordle, but there's a liar on every row, so maybe that P shouldn't be grey, but then should it be yellow or green instead? Or maybe the O, W, E or R is lying instead. We just don't know until we play. So it's auto-populated that guess at the top, and I'm going to take advantage of the W by keeping it there and seeing what we can learn. There we go, what we've learned is that the W is lying on at least one of those rows. Feels quite likely that it's lying up here, because we're more likely to not have a W than to have one. Now, who knows what's going on that second guess? Maybe the A is lying, maybe the Y is lying. We might just need to try those letters again and see what we can learn. What is a word that's got both of those in? I don't actually know. It could be baggy. I don't really want to duplicate a letter. Let's try sadly. That's a possibility. Or, sorry, it's not a possibility, but it does keep the A and the Y in position, so we might learn something. And again, I think we've learnt that the Y is probably not in the word. We've probably also learnt that the D is not in the word. So we're down to just having that A. So let's try and match it. It uses some new letters. Oh my gosh. Right. Surely. Okay. It's possible that the A is not in the second position, but for now I'm going to assume that it is. So that means that the A is lying there. So we've got MA. But the trouble is, what are we going to do with these other options? Because I cannot think of a word that uses only these grey and green letters that starts MA, except for madam, but the D can't be third, because then we wouldn't have a liar on that row. So, the other option is that maybe one of my earlier guesses was wrong. So if the M is lying here, that means that A and the A are lying. So it could be muddy, in fact, because the M, D and Y could all be correct. Let's try muddy and see what that tells us. Oh, I still don't know what's going on. Oh, it wouldn't be muddy, would it? Sorry, because if the A is actually... I just said if the M is lying here. That was my very first assumption on that guess. So if the M is lying there, it's also lying there. But that also means that the D is lying. So that's actually a contradiction. So that's good. That means that the M cannot be lying here. I think the M has to be first. Let's just think that through. If the M is lying and it's not in first position, that means the A is not in the word, so it's lying up here. That means the D is third, and also the D is not third. So that's a contradiction. So that means that the M is telling the truth. So the M is definitely first. It really feels like the A would be the liar here, because we've got green A's in second twice up here, so it's probably MA. Now the D has to be lying on one of these two rows, because it can't be third and not third. So what does that tell us? I still think that it's most likely to be lying here and here. Because then we've just got the M and the A. But that can't be correct. It feels like... Okay, so the next bit of logic, the D has to be lying here or here. That means that the Y cannot be lying on both of those rows, which means that the Y is telling the truth, which means it's not in the word, so it's definitely lying up there. So we've got MA, and who knows what after that. I don't know what's going on with the D's, that's the problem. Because I was thinking it could be madly, but it can't be. It can't be MAD, because then we just can't make a word, can we? So I feel like that's got to be lying. And it feels like that means that that has to be lying as well, because I can't find another position to put the D in. So, I mean, the options are, if the W was actually third, could I think of a word that works? I don't think I can. So that means that the W has to be lying there, so it's definitely MA at the start. Is it going to be something really annoying like mama with lots of duplicated letters? I think I have to try it at least. Oh, I did consider that earlier, but I really didn't want to go for it because I thought if it was wrong, it's not going to tell me anything because of all the duplicated letters. And it turned out to be correct. So I'm actually really happy that I managed to work that out. Incredibly difficult one, I think that was. So really happy to get it, even though it took a while. Let me know how you did if you played this game. That's the Fibble puzzle. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.